Admiral's personal log, February 7th, 1940. Bismarck and Tirpitz have had their first encounter with the enemy. Since both ships were untested, I decided to keep them together to provide mutual support. This proved unnecessary. The British task force was obliterated in a matter of minutes. The Bismarck sustained a torpedo hit, but the 19-inch torpedo doesn't work very well against a 130,000-ton battleship that's prepared to take torpedoes. Bismarck will be fully operational again quickly. I've had word from the intelligence services that the British are in a blind panic over our super battleships. They will likely employ all manner of tactics to try and defeat our ships, ranging from destroyer ambushes to larger task forces comprised of battleships. Whatever the threat may be, I am confident that Bismarck and Tirpitz are up to the task. With every battle, our sailors gain more experience. With every salvo, the ships become more accurate. And with every hit, the Royal Navy grows smaller. Hey guys, Stealth here, welcome back to episode 2 of the Germany 1940 campaign with the Wunderwaffen. The Wunderwaffen being the Bismarck and the Tirpitz, they're both 130,000-ton battleships. Now, in case you're wondering how did you do that, linked down below is a video that's going to show you how to edit a particular file on your PC that will change the way that your save is run, and that will increase the size of your shipyard. This is going to be important because it allows you to set up far bigger shipyards. Now, in case you didn't catch episode 1, we have the Tirpitz. She's armed with 6 20-inch guns and 6 16-inch guns, backed up by 24 6-inches along the sides, 30 4-inch guns, and 18 3-inch guns. She's currently operating on the North Sea. Her sister-ish ship, Bismarck, took some damage. She is still on the North Sea, but heading home. She is armed with 12 18-inch guns, 18 8-inch guns, 24 5-inch guns, 12 3-inch guns, and 12 torpedo tubes of 24-inch caliber. These ships are ludicrously expensive, and throughout this campaign I am not allowed to build any more. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this ship, because they like to retreat to the keel port to get repaired. That's not what I like. I like to have them over... Yeah, let's put them over here in Wilhelmshaven. Off you shoot. There you go. That was... What was that, Tirpitz? Ah, okay, fine. Transit. It's going to take me potentially a while to get an encounter, but here we go. Bismarck against Cornwall, Galatea, Hermione, Topaz, Spitfire, Vectis, and Winchelsea? I guess. I'm defending 4 transports in a port defense. Just imagine that the enemy moves into tries to move into the port of Bremen, and a 130,000-ton battleship comes out to greet them. You would probably be a little concerned. Where are your ships? 19 clicks out. We have a green level of crew training, making the Bismarck even deadlier, as she is more accurate. I'm going to pick the biggest ship first. That's our target. Our 4 escortees, Hamburg, Kolberg, Kurfürst Friedrich Wilhelm, and Thüringen are already trying to fall back. We could just park the Bismarck-ish in the way. The Bismarck. 12 18-inchers. That's a lot of firepower. I have these things set up on electrohydraulical turrets, but the ship is currently turning a bit faster than at least some of the bow turrets can keep up with. What you got there? Is that one of your light cruisers? Yeah, it's one of their weird light cruisers. They have these things with 4 7-inch guns, all in single turrets. And they have torpedo launchers, but the torpedo launchers are set up so close to the trying to catch that, to the funnel here, and the secondary tower there, that they don't really want to rotate that well. But they do have 10 tubes per side. And that is concerning, because that is potentially very deadly. Although, I have a pretty decent turning circle on Bismarck at 548. For a 130,000-ton battleship, that's not bad. And I have sonar 3. I'm trying to get to a lower speed, to reduce my turning circle even further. And it does... Well, it does seem like they have... They might be bringing that secondary launcher to bear pretty soon. What I'm interested in is, can these things actually damage me? Other than hoping to set a fire. I think the answer is not really. Yeah, here come the torps. I had diesels, right? Yeah, I could throw the ship into reverse, but that would stop me directly in the way of that torpedo. Let's just take it on the belt. And rack up another 67 damage. Good lord, this cruiser has been already mauled. I can't really think of another term. Mauled by the 18-inch guns. Oh, there's the Topaz. The Topaz has just launched her torpedoes again. Naughty, naughty. And these are 19-inch torps. That means that the destroyer torpedoes from Spitfire and her other companions hit harder. Hold on, do you really have a single... What sort of a sad little destroyer are you? That is pathetic. Absolutely sad. Looks like Hermione is begging for some attention. Okay, that sounds wrong. I didn't say that. You don't have to repeat that in the comment section. But I suppose you will. The light cruiser over here, who shall not further be named, is getting a little too close for comfort with her 55 torpedoes. And shall be dealt with swiftly. Henceforth, one dead light cruiser, which immediately lists over and starts Tokyo drifting sideways through the water. I like this new... Ooh, and then you get hit by 2 torpedoes just for good measure. Yeah. Anyway, I like the new mechanic where ships don't immediately die. They don't immediately stop moving. But this was a bit fast, the way that they went about it now. What was that? 18-inch. Oh, guys, I fear this is going to be a pretty sad and short campaign, because the Brits just cannot hurt me. They just can't hurt me. It's a little sad. Could these torpedoes do anything dangerous? If they hit a magazine, perhaps? Bismarck throws torpedoes to port. Just out of interest, though, why are we trying to hit a destroyer with a couple of 18-inchers? Go on, Bismarck. Complete your turn and don't get hit. Good boy. Good boy. Put the secondaries on the Winchelsea and the primes on the Topaz. We're gonna nuke this thing. This thing has decided to launch its torpedo, singular, against a transport. Interesting. The only thing I do like about these torpedo launchers is a reload of a little over 3 minutes. But that really is the only thing that I like about them. This is potentially some of the worst destroyers that I have seen from the AI. Because what are you going to do with one torpedo tube? It just doesn't damage anything. Everything is dodgeable. The only way that I could see these ships being useful is if they use that 40 knot speed and don't just do donuts here, but rush towards a transport, kill it, and then back off. That's the only way that I can see those being useful. Oh shit, I'm getting torped again. Put that thing out of its misery. But it might already be too late. We're gonna throw the engines in reverse. That's gonna throw my speed off pretty quick. Yeah, that'll do. Port turn. Because I'm far more maneuverable as at 13 knots than I am at full speed. Okay, Spitfire's dead. Winchelsea is flooded badly. Damn it. They got a transport. You're gonna have to pay for the sins there, Galatea. Not so much sins of your father, but at least sins of your fellow warrior. There you go. That immediately took out 11% of their structural integrity. What happens if I only fire AP? Yeah, that destroyed your main conning tower. Just completely blackened. Structural integrity is not that bad. The 18-inch penned the main tower and destroyed it. Alright, out of curiosity, what can a 9-inch do? They can hit the superstructure and hurt that. Okay, how am I flooding? Oh, I took a torpedo. Like I said, everything is dodgeable. Not that I dodge everything, but everything is dodgeable. I really hope that the British have decided to wisen up and that they're going to throw a battleship my way. Because this attack on the port of Emden probably didn't quite work out the way that they had anticipated. That thing is going to be crispy as hell. You carry no torpedoes? Reduced? Reduced complement of torps, yep. She survived. Fine. Alright, let's hit him again. 19% structural, buoyancy is dropping. Uh-oh. Bismarck, turn your bow away. Don't look. How fast can I accelerate back up to full speed? Not very. These are diesels, they're not turbines. They're not gas turbines or something like that. So yeah, we're doing 14 knots, speeding up to 26. Oh, we were lucky that didn't hit you. $38,000 damage done. The fleet, including my allies, took a bit over 5,500. But it's not really that worth mentioning, because it's a transport. The Bismarck itself took 200 damage. At this rate, it is just seal clubbing. That's basically what I'm doing here. It's a seal clubbing campaign. Ouch. 3,200 damage against the cruiser is a bit rough. Good night. Done. Alright, let's hope that the British come up with something a little bigger. Okay. As expected. Bismarck. How long are you out? 1 month. Perfect. You're in the port of Danzig? What you doing out there? You're getting fixed, I get that, but I'm gonna need you back here ASAP. What I wonder about is why I'm not blockaded. Because normally, if you have only 2 ships, they instantly go for the blockade. But they're not doing it. Yeah, off you shoot. October 1940, November. How are they losing transports? I'm at 103% of transports. I suppose that my ships... Yeah, regular trained crew. Ah. Bismarck's being ambushed. How sad. We got the Ferret, the Gnat, the Milne, the Paladin, Rowena, Swordsman, Ullswater, and Vanok. Let's wipe out some destroyers. Now, considering how quick it is to repair this ship, we're just gonna push the Bismarck right into the enemy. I'm not going to select any target, and that should allow all weapon systems to go after different targets. Let's slow you down some. Good lord, you already killed one of them? Half? Essentially, yes. That was just a few 8-inchers that hit the target. This is also a pretty nice shot. And keep in mind that I'm really not using that many of my guns. The stern is probably not firing, or at least not all of it. Torpedo. Torpedo's out. Okay, that's the only target that I'll set, so I can also use the starboard torpedo launchers. There you go. 3 fish out. Stern launchers waiting for an angle. That one died. extensive fire before we could even properly ID it. And all of a sudden you're going into the water at 40 knots. You're popping your turret? Why'd you do that? Have you no love for your turrets? Now, these little pew-pews are getting a little annoying, but otherwise not that deadly. There goes another one. Did you do 10,000 damage? Yeah, you did. Okay. You just did 10,000... Ammo explosion. You just did 10,000 damage there. You're doing another couple thousand here. Boom. Seal clubbing. Seal clubbing. Now, I have considered giving the AI access to 130,000 ton shipyards as well. I just don't believe it's going to work. Because what happens is that the AI, at the start of the campaign, already has a fleet. So it is not going to be building ships when I am. Like, at the start of the campaign, you get the sort of turn 0. And you get to build your own fleet. The AI already has a fleet at that point. So it doesn't really matter that much. Can we slow the Bismarck down enough? Yes, we can. Good work. This is really a situation of call an ambulance, or rather maybe call a shipyard, but not for me. Because these guys thought that they were ambushing, but I think it didn't quite work out the way that they had expected. Because that was, yeah, that was less than 13 minutes and the entire British task force died. 13 minutes, that's how quickly the Bismarck can chew through them. 1,700 victory points. Bismarck, you're a bit damaged. You're in Danzig. Okay, 2 months, that's fine. It's almost like they cost less per month this way. How, though? This always seems to take a while, this phase, where the British, or at least the AI, builds more ships. Not sure why. There. Ah! That took you long enough. They finally blockade me. Sadly for them, I have a surplus of 12.8 million a month. Now, give me a big ship to shoot at. Oh, they're pumping out more ships. They have 24 destroyers. And they built another battleship. Interesting. So it does seem like the AI is very interested in expanding their navy. The question is that going to be doing anything useful? Oh, again? Fine. You are where? You are there. This time around it's not Bismarck, it's Tirpitz. Instantly her 16-inch guns open up, and her 20s do as well, with veteran crew. 2,700 sailors man these ships. They get a 30% accuracy bonus because of that. And even though this is the first salvo, it might very well hit. First hit, 6-inch gun on the main belt of a destroyer. Penning it, of course, because, well, I mean, is a destroyer really going to stop that? 10 clicks out, 5.8 inches of armor. Destroyers can have 1.5, so no, it's never going to stop it. Yeah, you're dead. Call an ambulance, but not for me. There goes the next one. This one is subjected to the 6-inch firepower. The 4s are also starting to join this fight. We have 15 4-inchers per side. And we have 12 6-inchers per side. The 3-inchers not yet engaging, because they can only do that at 7.3 clicks. Oh. Boom, headshot. I'm sorry, this is a bit boring to watch. I was hoping that this campaign would be more entertaining. I mean, unless you like seeing things blow up quickly. Like that. Let's just listen to the 20-inchers. Attention headphone users, this could get pretty damn loud. If you're still able to hear me, welcome back. That's going to be a problem. Throw the ship in reverse. We have diesels. 20 knots. Sorry, 22 knots. No! Ship refuses to turn when you're slowing down. No, this is not going to work. We're going to take it on the chin. Boom. I was never going to stop that fast. Okay, they got one torpedo in. Congratulations. All guns are firing. Several torpedoes in the water. That's another dead destroyer. Yeah, we really need ways to get this campaign to be more difficult. Because this is kind of pathetic. This is kind of pathetic. Good night. No? You missed? Torpedoes. This is amateur hour or something. That's more like it. So the British were building more destroyers, huh? Yeah, about that. There goes the Watchman as the last and dead. This was even faster. This was 12 minutes. Although I believe there was one destroyer more in the previous encounter. Ugh, come on. Give me something to shoot at. Give me something to fight. Something bigger. Something better. Get your ass out of Kiel. And go back to Emden. You're in Danzig? Get going. Helgoland is probably not quite going to do it. We're going to Wilhelmshaven. There. Oh. Why? It's not like the British suddenly have far less firepower. Oh, nice. Warspite, Blenheim, Cochrane, and Europa. Fight. Fight me. Show me your battleship. 12 6-inch guns. Sorry, 16-inch guns. That's nothing to snicker at. For an AI ship, that would be a pretty serious amount of firepower in a normal campaign. Backed up by 6-inchers, 12 4-inchers, and 4 3-inchers. She's pretty good. Pretty good design. I like it. I just need to get more information about it and figure out whether this ship is capable of taking a hit. You need to slow down. Under this angle, we're probably doing deck penetration. At least they are. Oh, sorry, no, they penned my belt. Interesting. No, reverse. I penned their belt. This is Bismarck, so we're going to have to rely on the 18-inchers to do the damage here. They penned my deck. Alright. Interesting. %8 chance to hit. Oh. Cracked your side armor. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy, but accuracy is only going to go up. We're already at 12% and gaining. Ricochet. Okay, load the eye explosive. This guy's going to need a bit more persuading. That's more like it. 18-inch main belt, partial pen, deck pen, partial pen. There you go. If you don't really have the pen or the conviction that you're going to really go right through the deck, just use high explosive. 18-inch high explosive pretty much doesn't get any counters in this game currently. Version 1.03. It could change. I don't know. Considering the way that World of Warships is developing, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to add force fields at some point. End up in the Star Trek era. Tier 26 is going to be the Enterprise. The Sovereign class, I mean. Weird developers. Anyway. This ceasefire on the battleship. I'm going to first ID it. No, don't kill it. Switch to the heavy cruiser. I want to first see what this ship has before I blow it up and not even have a clue what I'm shooting at. Oh, she's flooding. Bismarck took a bit of damage. She's down to 90%. Ooh, the heavy cruiser took a massive chunk of damage there and is starting to flood badly. Battleship seems to be turning to retreat. Warspite, few bulkheads, AI, learn to prioritize this. This is critical to keep your ships alive. 25 knots. Citadel tier 4. That's good. Heavy shells, yes. Electrical turrets, enhanced reloading, coincidence 5 rangefinder, sonar 1, advanced radio, generation 2 radar. This is a pretty good ship. What's letting her down is Krupp 1 armor. Because Krupp 1 armor won't save you. Your turning circle is ludicrous though. Unbalanced rudder, shaft 3, aux 4, and electro-hydraulic steering 2. Leading to a turning circle of 150 meters at full speed of 25 knots. Now the question is, do I let the Bismarck wipe out the turrets? Oh, sorry, wipe out the Warspite or not? I'm leaning towards yes, because it is, of course, a British proud ship. She's just not going to get away. How badly could she damage me? Yeah, that's more deadly. We're going to finish off the Warspite. We've crippled 2 of their heavy cruisers, and the Cochrane's still coming my way, so I don't have to hunt that thing down. That was my biggest concern. That's why I crippled these other 2 heavy cruisers, because I don't want to run after them. Poor old Warspite. See, this is a good design. It's just lacking armor. And yes, it's not cheap. It's 187 million. You could keep this design and you could keep the whole ship alive a lot better if you had put on Krupp 4. Because Krupp 4 means your armor is lighter. It means that your armor is a higher quality. So you're already getting, I think, 100% armor quality bonus. And your 13-inch main belt suddenly becomes 26 inches of main belt. Potentially more, because you can stack on more armor. Please tell me these have better armor. Yeah, why do they have Krupp 3 armor on their heavy cruisers? I don't get it. I really don't. You're dead. Bismarck has taken more than 10% of her structural damage. Yeah, this is just kicking puppies. Pretty sad, but okay. Let's make sure that it's over quickly for the British. Chance to pen 100, so a few 18-inch hits will help. 18-inch high explosive. Okay, maybe not. 18-inch AP, would that ricochet? Yes. There was a ricochet there off of the Europa. Interesting. That didn't quite ricochet. Oh, no you're not. Cochrane is running away. Not having any of that. Nothing beats the speed of an 18-inch shell. I don't know what the muzzle velocity is, I think. Yeah, there it is, 646 meters per second. You might be running away, but your top speed is 22 knots. Although I suppose it's suddenly going to be a lot less. 19 knots, 18 knots. What I would wonder about is if the British would form up all their ships, attack me with everything they have at the same time, could they do it? Could they wipe out one of my ships? I think they can. I would like to think that they can. But I still kind of doubt it. Now, let's get the Blenheim killed and finish off the Cochrane, because I want to see how much victory points I get for this. How many victory points. That's Not quite the end of that ship, but soon. 242 damage. The ship has only lost a little under 13% of her crew. Interestingly. 13.6. I would recommend that you leave the ship. The Cochrane cannot be saved. She is flooding. Get out now, while you still can. Damn it, I eat another torpedo. Structural going to 68%. 3% buoyancy left on the Cochrane. Emergency abandoned ship, guys. Get off that ship. Same here. Your structural integrity is failing. The ship is falling apart. Cochrane is flooding and dead. Blenheim is now the center of attention of the 18s. One hit ought to do it. Yep, dead. Still, that took a bit more damage to the Bismarck than I would like. Although I wasn't really trying to dodge anymore. Yeah. 273 damage dealt. 248, 340, 23,000. It's just not quite the same. The Brits, interestingly, are not coming to the table yet. We've scored 11,000 victory points versus 2,400 for the British. The Bismarck is out for 4 months, which means that the next fight is most likely going to be the Tirpitz, but you'll see that in the next episode. For now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm sorry if it's a bit puppy-kicking-ish, but, well, I just wanted to try this campaign, and here we are. Thank you for watching. See you soon for the next.